Is the volume okay in the corners? Can you hear me all right? Okay. Before I let Simone go, I have a tradition of including some nerd humor in my emceeing, so here we go. What sound does a subatomic duck make? Quark, quark. Oh, there's better and worse. Hey, I just read a book on anti-gravity. I can't put it down. Simone, it's all yours.
So on behalf of our grad class, I just really like to thank all the parents, everyone who is here both physically and in spirit. Thank you for raising us, thank you for bringing us here, and it is because of you that we're able to graduate, really. So thank you for everything, we really do owe you.
Thank you, Simone. Time for a math joke. Why did I divide sine by tan? Just cos. They're going to get more obscure and worse, I apologize. The physicist Schrodinger is driving a car and a policeman pulls him over. The policeman searches his trunk and says, "Hey, did you know that you have a dead cat in here?" Schrodinger replies, "Well, I do now." Google Schrodinger's cat experiment and you'll get that one. I've been asked to do a speech response from the teachers, so here it is. I'd like to begin tonight, sorry, I got to adjust the mic. That's better. I'd like to begin tonight talking to you about forces. Not the Newton's laws kind of forces. Is that better? Okay. I'm going to do this. This will work better. I'd like to begin tonight by talking to you about forces. Not the Newton's laws kind of forces or the Star Wars kinds of forces. But I'd like to talk to you, grads, about the forces that are acting on us right now in our lives. And so, if you'll bear with me, Dylan, I'd like to teach a short physics lesson. In physics, a force is an interaction between two objects that results in a change to that object's state of motion. In life, outside forces that are acting upon us can also result in a change. They can help lift us upwards, helping us leave the ground and begin to soar, or they can drag us down, leaving us sinking in quicksand. This is a job for a free body diagram. In physics, a free body diagram is when we represent the mass or the object that we're looking at with a little dot, and we carefully label all of the forces that are acting upon that object. So, what are the forces acting on us? Get the obvious one. Gravity. There's going to be some call and response parents. I've taught most of these kids, and so in physics, gravity is the force that keeps us on the ground. All of us right now are feeling the force of gravity. Gravity is the force that keeps us earthbound. It's the force that keeps us from flying in the air like Superman. It keeps us from soaring. In life, there's going to be forces that also keep you earthbound, that keep you from soaring, forces that will keep you from achieving your goals and your dreams. They will pull on you in a downward direction. In physics, we would label these forces as being negative. In fact, in my class, in our physics equations, we call these forces losers. I don't want you to sink into the ground like quicksand. Your teachers want all of you to leave the ground and soar. But to do that, we need another force. Are you sinking into the ground like quicksand? What else? Normal force. Now we're getting a little more obscure. The normal force in physics is the force that keeps all of us right now from getting sucked down into the ground. All of you right now are experiencing a normal force, but you take it for granted because it's always there. Those of you that are sitting in chairs, the normal force is the chair pushing up against you, keeping you from sinking into the chair. Those of you that are standing, the normal force is the floor pushing up against your feet, keeping you from sinking into the ground. It's the force that keeps you from sinking into the ground like quicksand. It's always there, but we take it for granted. But now that I've mentioned it, all of you, right now, take a moment. Close your eyes. I'm serious. Close your eyes. Feel, if you're sitting in a chair, feel the chair pushing up against you. Or if you're standing, feel the floor pushing up against your feet. Now that I've mentioned it, you can feel it. But I have to mention it before you notice it. So what's the parallel in our lives? What force has always been there preventing you from sinking like quicksand, even though you take it for granted? Young people, it's your parents. I'm serious. It's your parents. Your parents are the force in your lives that have kept you from sinking. Like the normal force, all too often, you take your parents for granted. It's always there, they're always there. And it's only when someone mentions it or when life events occur that you really notice it at all. The class of 2017, over the next few days, whenever you're sitting in a chair, I want to challenge you to do two things. Close your eyes, feel the chair supporting you, feel the normal force pushing up against you, and then when you open your eyes, go thank your parents. Thank your parents for the positive force that they played in your lives. So, that's the force that keeps you from sinking into the ground, like quicksand. But we want you to do more than that. We want you to leave the ground. We want you to escape the effects of gravity. We want all of you to soar. To do that, we need to take a page from the birds. If you want to soar, you're going to need to relocate. You're going to need to put yourselves in a location where there is a risk of falling. Learning to soar works better when the supporting normal force of the ground is far away. Parents, sometime in the next few years, your kids are going to move out. True. So, class of 2017, sometime in the next few years, to get away from the normal force that has always been there, your parents, you're going to need to relocate. And then, you're going to need to jump. You're going to need to jump into the air, like out of an airplane. Have I mentioned that? Now the free body diagram of your life changes. When you jump, when you're in free fall, what are the forces acting on you? Get the obvious one. Yeah, I'm sorry, but gravity doesn't vanish. Those forces that try and keep you on the ground don't just disappear. But when you jump, when you leave the nest, when you spread your wings and start to soar, what is it that holds you? What holds you up is the invisible atmosphere that surrounds you. In life, it's your positive attitude. It's the friends in your life, your work ethic, how you respond to life's challenges. These are the invisible forces that hold you up. To soar, you need a little Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Or as I like to say it, forces come in. It really should say forces come in groups for your life. Because you need groups of positive forces helping you to soar. All of the invisible, intangible parts of your life, your friends, your attitude, your work ethic, all of them come together to support you. You push down on them with your dream wings, and they apply a lifting force back up on you. And you soar. Class of 2017, your teachers are very, very proud of you. It has been a privilege to watch you spread your wings and begin to float on your dreams and goals. And so parents, teachers, guests, and grads, if you have a glass nearby, grab your glass and please join me in raising your glass and toasting the soaring class of 2017 to the class of 2017. up to the stage, please. While Chris is making his way here, my friend Power has been really stressed lately. His boss keeps making him work overtime. If you're in physics, you got that. If you're not in physics, I'm sorry. For Mr. Perugia, if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the precipitate. One more. What do you call a formaldehyde molecule wearing flip-flops? Casual to hide. Think about it. Chris, here you go.
Thanks to all my fans out there. A lot of love. Okay. 5 years. 5 years that we are on the sea of unknown. Exploration to the T. Everything that we've ever wanted is now about a month away. We've done all that we can do. We've done all the homework. We've done all the quadratic solving. Everything that we need to do to get to where we need to go. And that is to our future, where we can set our own destination. To Mr. Keenan, the captain of the ship, who's kept us afloat and kept us going this whole time, who's made sure that he knows that the lockers suck, the color of the lockers suck. And he's doing everything he can to try and fix it. And there are other teachers, Miss Schwartz, and there's a whole bunch of other teachers, and I don't remember all of their names. That's how many there are in my life right now. And for everyone over here. Teachers are like your parents. Like Mr. Dewey said, they're the normal force. They keep you grounded. They keep you up. They keep you lifted off the ground. Sorry, Mr. Dewey, for disgracing you. Thank you. They keep me from sinking into the ground. See? This is why I have it. So, your teachers are also your normal force. They also keep you up. And they keep you off the ground. You get what I'm saying. And without them, without the administrative staff that have been so diligent for these 5 years helping us, I don't know where we would have been. I don't know if any of these tables or these seats would have been filled, because they've helped us this whole way. So, like, big round of applause for every single one of the teachers.